Hello everyone, this is the Business back with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to some leaked gameplay footage of Vaporeon, the new defender coming to Pokemon Unite. This footage is provided from El Chico Eevee. Please, of course, check out their channel and support them. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to see leaks like this and get excited for upcoming releases, so very excited about this. I don't know anything about this Pokemon other than the fact that it's going to apparently have Hydro Pump and Aqua Ring, and I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of healing in the kit because it's an Eeveelution, similar to Umbreon in that sense. It's also a defender, similar to Umbreon is what I mean. And we'll see, they're defensive in the mainline games, so guessing it'll be that type of role. I guess we're going to find out though. Hydro Pump and Aqua Ring are the two moves in this, and then of course we'll check out the other moveset later. Don't know which will be more damage focused, if there is one. Swift, just like all the Eeveelutions, has this user shoot Star-shaped rays, dealing damage. Okay, applies a slowing effect to the opposing enemy. Ooh, that is actually surprising, because so that animation is interesting. It's like Sylveon, but not exactly. But it applies a slowing effect. Yikes, that is annoying to deal with early on. His very first move has a slowing effect. And then tackle. I guess we're not gonna actually look at that in too much detail. I guess there's not too much to see in that. Dealing damage and shoves them. Okay, I was gonna say it looked like there was a bit of a stun. Yeah, a bit of a shove there. Actually, surprisingly decent early game moves. I mean, it's the same moves that every Eeveelution has, but now it can also slow opponents and CC them. So, yeah, you know, power creep, kind of a problem in Unite, but I guess that's how it is. But it is a defender. I guess it's supposed to cause CC. Defenders generally have that role. At least I think they're supposed to. Hydro Pump and Muddy Water. Oh, that's the other move. Interesting. So Hydro Pump is the first one. Oh, that's a long burst of damage. Interesting. Okay. Has the user continuously launch a large or a huge volume of pressurized water in the designated direction, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits and pushing them. Move ends by unleashing a powerful blast of water, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon it hits and shoving them. Gotcha. Okay, well, I mean, let's see it again. Yeah, that is a pretty long blast. And the final last push, it also can hit multiple opponents at once. It travels through opponents. Kind of a strong move, maybe the more damage focused. It is interesting because it like deals continuous damage, right? Because I'm thinking, like obviously I'm comparing it to Blastoise, that also gets level 5 Hydro Pump. But that's just a solid shove, a nice burst of instant damage. This is like a continuous unleashing of damage until that final burst. So if you time it well, I don't know if that final burst does more damage or if it just does a shoving effect. I guess we'll have to check on that. Aqua Ring has the user jump in the designated direction, creating a continuous wave centered on itself. Allied Pokemon who come in contact with the wave are enveloped by a veil of water that continuously restores HP for multiple teammates. Interesting. In a designated location, so that makes team fights very interesting. At least that's what it seems like, right? Like, okay, yeah, that final burst looks like it does deal more damage. Oh, I see. I thought it was like it's going to create a location where it's going to be healing specifically. This is just Moonlight Clefable. Okay. Well, I thought we're going to have a bit more strategy with this move, but it's just around yourself. I thought it's enveloping that area, not enveloping yourself with the Aqua Ring. Well, that is it. I mean, that's a nice animation. Also sounds nice. I'll be honest, the Aqua Ring. Yeah, listen to that. I like that. Yeah, it's just basically Moonlight Clefable, it seems like, unless I'm missing something. Maybe it's like less healing. I haven't been paying attention to how much it has been healing, actually. To be fair, it's been at mostly full HP, so pretty hard to tell. Oh, that push into the catch of telekinesis is kind of nice. Oh boy, so another... I mean, can you imagine having this plus Moonlight Clefable on a team, though? Oh no. Oh no. We'll have to see how much healing... like, how much healing it actually does have. You could also stack this, by the way. Probably an easy Pokemon to stack. And then... oh, let's see, Unite move. As user jump up and dive underwater, creating a current that pulls in nearby opposing Pokemon. Afterwards, the user leaps out of the water, dealing damage to nearby opposing Pokemon and throwing them when it lands. Interesting, so it pulls them in, then it jumps out, deals damage, and then CCs them. Gotcha. Well, depends on how big this area is. I mean, it looks like it's just around itself. Oh, you can move all... okay. Interesting. Interesting. It's like, what is it? Sylveon's Unite almost, but you're causing CC. Kind of? It's kind of hard to compare. Also, the Unite move charge is crazy. What on earth? How are we already at... Hello? Excuse me? Interesting. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more gameplay with this, because... Yeah, Aqua Ring is... I thought it would be a location that you're causing that healing effect, but I guess it's just around you. It's kind of hard to see how much it's actually healing, because it's not taking too much damage. Oh, Hydro Pump Plus reduces this move's cooldown. Okay, fair enough. So now it's 5 seconds, which is pretty low because, I mean, that's a continuous blast that keeps lasting for like 2 seconds on its own. So it's like basically down for 3 seconds. Pretty good move, Hydro Pump Plus. Oh, here we go, Unite move. Wait, whoa, slow down. Okay, just a second. That was a lot of CC from that Unite. Was that all from the Unite, or was that from Hydro Pump as well? Because they're using this. Okay, Unite pulls them in a bit, and then launches them up with the stun. Dang, so 2 instances of stun. The instant, or like the initial stun, and then there's the later stun. And I wonder if that damage... Also, the Unite move is already at 45%. That's crazy. This charges way too quickly. I wonder if that damage is also based on, like if you can increase the damage significantly with special attack specs, because it's a good amount of damage from the Unite, honestly. Upgrade increases the amount of HP restored. Okay, just straight up Moonlight, I think. Or no, I think Moonlight increases the area. Probably also the amount, but... Okay, so this is going to be annoying to deal with. Also, I was talking about the damage being kind of high. I do have to keep in mind, I suppose, that they are like 3 levels above the opponents, 4 levels above in some cases. Yeah, it's kind of hard to compare. Sure, you just got a Quadra, but like the level difference is too high to tell. Wish the Aqua Ring was a bit different than just Moonlight, but okay. Oh, by the way, the other moves are Muddy Water and Flip Turn. I remember seeing Muddy Water. I actually don't remember reading Flip Turn earlier. Flip Turn is pretty cool because in mainline games, Flip Turn is such a unique move, right? It's like U-Turn. And we don't have U-Turn or Volt Switch in Pokemon Unite, I don't think. So this is potentially going to set the stage for how these types of moves can be used. So very, like, actually interesting to see what they do with Flip Turn, because it could set the stage for other potential moves that are similar in that sense. So... very excited about that. Also, I just noticed that the Swift actually goes through the A-Palms. Do any of the other Swifts do that? Not only does it go through opponents, it also slows them. Like, why is this Swift actually insane? Okay, anyways, just something to keep in mind. Okay, we get Muddy Water here. Muddy Water does not have a description. That is unfortunate. Okay, that is a big area of something. Muddy Water though, let's see, can we see its effects here? Does it just do damage? Okay, it clearly does do damage, some CC as well. Hard to tell exactly. Yeah, that is a big area of effect, my goodness. It looks like it just causes CC and like pushes opponents away from that. Maybe it slows them, it's kind of hard to tell. But that is a pretty big area of effect, whatever it is. Muddy Water, alright. Somewhat long cooldown though. I guess that kind of makes up for that like large area of effect. That's like, what, 8-second cooldown? Don't see that too often. Do we get our... Yes, Flip Turn. Okay, I am actually very excited about this. What is this gonna look like? Has the user cloak itself in water, reducing damage received and increasing movement speed. Okay, 6.2 seconds by the way. Another somewhat longer cooldown. The user then charges in the designated direction, dealing damage and shoving opponents before jumping back in the opposite direction. Okay, kind of reminds me of like Serena's, not Chop Kick. Okay, not at all like that move, never mind. I was thinking Serena, it is not at all like Serena. So it's like you're surfing. Oh, and then you can use it again, and then it causes a shoving, and then you can Muddy Water. Ah, that's like the combo, I guess. Because you like get positioning, then you can use Muddy Water to CC opponents, and then like potentially slow them, CC them, and then teammates will be able to deal with them. Here, let's see, this Flip Turn. Ooh, and that bounce back is kind of nice, because it allows for good repositioning options too. I actually like this. It's like a strategic type of move instead of just like Moonlight. Like it's unique is what I mean. Like it could be Moonlight, that's fine, but like the strategy here is pretty cool. Definitely, you don't have healing, or I don't think there is any healing in this kit. It doesn't look like. So potential disadvantage. At the same time, you are a defender. You don't need healing. Unless you don't have a supporter. Dang, that damage. Oh wait, that was Haunter. That got the kill. Okay. The flip turn is cool. I actually do think there is... The mobility is nice, and then the bounce back. And then you can push again and use Muddy Water. I think there's some cool combinations you can do with this for sure. So excited to mess around with that. Dang, look at that mobility. We have Muddy Water Plus. Oh yeah, that definitely has a slowing effect. I don't know if it had one before, but it definitely has a slowing effect now. That's probably what it does, actually. It probably like increases that slowing effect if that's what it is. Which also makes sense, right? It's muddy water, you're gonna be slow in the mud. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Look at that damage, that CC. Such a large area of effect. Is the cooldown the same? I think it might be. You can check in a second here. Oh wait, here we go. Muddy Water Plus. We actually get the description, which strengthens the slowing effect. There we go, called it. Applied on opposing Pokemon. I mean, it was very clear. It was definitely slowing them a lot, so... I guess it doesn't reduce cooldown. At least it didn't say it does. Yeah, it's still 8 seconds. Okay, so pretty long cooldown, but... I mean, for the area and for the amount of slowing, probably fair, honestly. Dang, that dash with that flip turn. Kinda nice. Do we get a potential Unite move? Yes, we do. Look at that stun. Wait, one more time, because that initial stun... Wait, sorry, one more. The initial stun is there, right? Stun, and then boom, that burst stun. And I guess you're also like invulnerable when you're using it initially because you're like diving underwater, right? So, ooh, a lot of things you can do with that. Oh, wait, we saw it for a second there. Okay, there we go, finally, I've got it. Further reduces damage the user receives. Oh, it's not a cooldown, it's just reduction in the damage you're receiving when you're using the move. Okay. Makes sense, I suppose. That's more like of a defensive type of Pokemon. Defender style Pokemon will have that. That makes sense. Now we got it for a longer period of time there. Didn't have to try and do all sorts of stuff to try and get that frame. That's fine. Muddy Water is strong. Like, pretty dang strong. Flip Turn seems fun. I don't know if it'll be the better move because healing is just so incredibly powerful. And we'll have to see how strong that healing actually is from Aqua Ring. But Flip Turn seems like a fun move to use at the very least. You can just push into the opposing Flux Zone with that Flip Turn pretty easily. And kind of cause a lot of chaos for the opponents, and there's not too much they can do about that, so... More strategies, if anything. And having new strategies in Unite is cool, as always. We finally get a new Eeveelution, which is cool. I wonder when they'll release more. Who knows? I thought they would release them closer together, and maybe they will release other ones soon. Either way, this was fun. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Big, again, shout out to El Chico Eevee for giving us this footage. And yeah, I will be there in the next video. Cheers.